In today's top story, America's debt crisis continues to spiral out of control.
According to a recent study, people with brains are at the top of the...
By now, you've probably heard hundreds of commercials offering to change
The problem is only getting worse.
There were really no songs that we had composed while we were in Megadeth that became ACT of Defiance material. I did have personally a couple of riffs that I had written while I was in Megadeth that I ended up using on Birth and the Burial. And I think from what I've talked to Sean about, he didn't have any material that he'd written during his time in Megadeth that he used to contribute to Birth and the Burial. Oh, absolutely. You know, I could call referencing different genres. You know, like it would be pretty cool to put some gamelese drums in our music. I think would be cool at some point in time. And there's a bunch of definitely folk instruments from different regions across the globe that would be very interesting to try in our style of music. But you know, we just haven't gotten to that point yet, or been heavily enough influenced to incorporate those yet. Not really a struggle, I don't think. There was definitely some times where I would take a pause and think about exactly where I want it to go. So in my mind, when I compose, I typically try and imagine where I want something to go, and I'll, you know, try and bring that to life. And sometimes I kind of think that it might be cool to take it in a couple of different directions. And so sometimes I'll do that, and it poses a problem in deciding, well, what direction do I want it to go in? But I wouldn't say that it was a struggle or anything like that. It was more of a, you know, I need to make a decision on this, and I need to allow it time to sit and see really where I want the song to go. But that's really it, and that was in Rise of Rebellion on Old Scars, New Wounds. Yeah, I think with the way that we did Old Scars, New Wounds, we, you know, had decided that we were going to start thinking about writing the CD in the fall of 2016, and so we kind of all knew that that's what we wanted to do, and we all started writing ideas and submitting them, and from there we started honing in on the melodic content as far as the vocals go, and then the song structure, and for the most part it was very collaborative. So whether it was a song that I wrote the music to, or a song that Matt wrote the music to, or Sean or Henry, you know, it was like once we got it all in the pot, then we all looked at it and we looked at, you know, the song structure and made recommendations there. The melodic content, the melody and the choruses of songs, we all had say there. So it was very collaborative this time around. It's very different than Birth and the Burial, where Sean and I were very much the writers of most of the music, and we were under the gun at that time to form the band. Matt wasn't even a part of it at that time, so we were very lucky to have his writing skills on this CD. So they still live abroad. They still live. Like Sean lives in Atlanta, and Matt lives up in Southampton, Massachusetts, and Henry and I live here in LA. But it doesn't cause us any problem to write and collaborate together anymore, because you can, with the way that we all can write on our own and send files back and forth so easily, it makes it much more, you know, easy to do. Probably, I would pick Pepe Romero. He's an insane classical guitarist. He is unbelievably talented, and you know, just a great performer overall. I have a few that I definitely really gravitate towards, and right now I would say the one I like the most is Rise of Rebellion. It's such an anthem, and it's got this, you know, very drawn out guitar solo and transition section that I love it. I would say, I would think a great lineup for us. I would love to be able to tour with Testament, and Meshuggah's always been one of my favorites, so I would love to tour with them as well. And maybe also with a new and upcomer like Revocation. Well, that's a hard one because, again, it comes down to, how you're feeling at that time and what you're identifying with. When you write music, you want to believe in it fully no matter what. So it's kind of like all of these songs that we've written, you have to believe in them all, Maybe at the moment I'm feeling like it's Misinformation Age. Because I think it did a nice, seamless musical job of incorporating new techniques that I wanted to put on the CD. Yeah, I would definitely consider them if they were open and things were available. So yeah, I mean, it would always be fun to get up on stage with those guys again. Sure. Thanks again for having me. I appreciate it.